Right, we're full of fuel, and in today's meanderings we're going to head up to Kubi Dam to make a coffee. I would have loved to do some off-road stuff, but I do have to work on the night shift and I just don't have the time to do a lot of off-road stuff today. Kubi Dam. So you would have seen a couple of things are 3D printed. Just a big shout out to my Audi 555 eBay store. They're sponsoring this video. So what it is a front brake reservoir protector. It's made out of flexible TPU material, and it's designed so that if rocks and pebbles and stuff get flicked up into it, it just absorbs the impact and just bounces off, and it's good to go. I don't know if it'll actually work because I'm not really willing to throw a brick at my front brake reservoir to see if it bounces off. And who would be? But it's better than nothing, which, you know, to protect that bit of plastic there is pretty important in my opinion, so I think it's a pretty good piece of kit there. The other thing that I've installed on here is these windscreen spacers. You'll notice that I took the tall windshield off and put the small windshield on, and because I've got these spacers, it just angles the screen a little bit and lets some air get in underneath it. So that way it stops the buffeting. So I did a test the other day on the highway going 100 kilometers an hour, and the results left me speechless. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. When I'd been riding with a tall windshield, had gotten used to that, so I put the smaller one on with the spacers, and the buffeting was about 90% gone compared to what the tall windshield does. So it's about 90% of what the tall windshield does is what the little one can now do with those spacers, whereas before it was just unusable. It was just too buffeting for a tall rider such as myself. I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters, but with the spacers on the windshield, it's a game changer. It makes it so a tall rider can pleasantly ride their bike with the sport windshield. So that is phenomenal. That's my favourite word. I've said that a lot on the channel. Anyway, we're just going to ride now. I've got my panniers loaded up, all of my camping gear, even though I don't need it. And it's purely just because I want to get myself ready for the ADV Fest, which is coming up in August. So I want to get used to riding on the bike with all of that weight on it. Right, for all of the signed people, what would you call them? Signed fields? I don't know. Lake Kubi, lovely Cove Day use area. Okay, so there's lots of activities you can do here, and motorbikes is crossed out, but the bicycle could be a motorbike if I drew like a mud flap on it. So let's just pretend. So this is the boat ramp area. That's pretty cool. cool. It's dependent on how much rain you have, will depend on where the water level is. And we've had a lot of rain lately. But yeah, so this is also known as Swan Lake. Not really, there's just 2 swans there. But this water level is quite high because it has been bucketing down. We had that cyclone Alfred, was it Albert? It's one of them. Alfred. It's like Batman's sidekick, you know, the one that really does the work, right? So a lot of water is in here, which is cool. Good to see, because we'll probably go into a drought for the next 10 years. And not enough parking though, they need some more parking spaces. Anyway, this is cool. I like this idea of the dam because you can actually bring a kayak out here, you can go fishing, and you can just enjoy the day, and they've got this lovely picnic area here. So it's pretty cool. This is made for boat people, let's be honest. They're the people that like to have boats. You've got a seat there right close to the shore there because it's so high up. Nice to have a bit of a cruise around. Just annoy everyone with my loud exhaust. It's a stock standard exhaust on the bike, and it's loud, right? Because, you know, they made it loud, and some people complain it's too loud. So, you know, I actually like it. I think it's pretty good sound level. Now, I know I'm doing the wrong thing, and I apologise, but I'm not doing it to destroy anything. I'm just doing it because I got a sore back and I don't want to have to carry stuff, so I'm just taking the bike over here. Okay. And rule number 1 when you're parking off-road is don't park it so it leans downhill. So we've got to put it like this, just back it up to the bench at Kubi Dam to make a coffee. So these are the Rhino Walk panniers. They're huge, right? They can pack a lot. And I've stuffed them full of stuff, which means I can keep all of the weight low down. I don't have to have another bag on the top, making the weight high and making it uncomfortable to get on and off the bike. And, you know, all this modular stuff and molly, I think they call it, to be able to attach extra things like this little army bag, which is cool. Anyway, time to make that coffee. Oh, I forgot my whisk. I can't froth the milk now. Damn it. But I did bring this. This is the Just Tap tripod. I reviewed it on my other channel. It is a really good tripod for anyone that's a vlogger, because it's designed to put your phone in, but you can also put an Ace Pro 2 in there and just pinch it in. But it's super simple and quick and easy to set up and go around with. And if you're watching this, Captain Cranky, I think you need one of these. After watching your video of your tripod, it was a little bit painful to see you set it up, because this is good to go now. That's all you have to do with this. Whereas you got the old school one. So get one of these. Use my Audi 555 discount code if you want. You can't have this one because it's my one. Man, don't pack my jet boil. I've got water, so that's good. Here we go, found it. So this is the Starry Espresso. It's like a Starry Night, but espresso mixed into one. And this is actually a espresso machine with a hand pump built into it. So it's a little modular design. You can set it up pretty easily. And you just add your hot water to the top. And you just fill it up in there. And this is the pump. So with this, you can extrude through your freshly ground coffee beans and have a perfect cup of perfect cup of coffee when you are out and about. Now I do have some milk. This is Norco milk, which is the local Queensland farmer owned milk co-op people. Essentially this is good milk, right? But I did bring my milk frother, unfortunately, so that's going to be okay though. We'll just have a flat white. I'll just shake the milk. So to make it brew, you fill it up with 120 mils of boiling hot water. Now I don't actually have any hot water in here, so I've got to boil it, so I now have pre-measured it.
Now I've just got to add some more. So I've got the good old USA made Jetboil. There's just spilling water everywhere. I haven't been out by myself in a long time, and I guess I just don't know what to do with myself other than just make a mess. So anyway, so this comes off, and this is like a little cup where you can capture your coffee, and this is where it comes out of. So you saw me put the portafilter in full of coffee grounds, so that's secured in there. And it's a very simple, basic design, but it is very, very sturdy. Like when I saw the price of this, I was a bit shocked because I thought it would be cheaper, to be honest. But having the product in my hands, I can see it's really heavy. It's well built. It comes with extra seals, so you shouldn't have to worry about anything breaking. But if you do, you've got a couple of extra seals. And because it's so sturdy, it can withstand the very high pressure when you pump it. So that is what you want for extruding your coffee. So that goes in there like this, and the stand is cool because it gives you a nice space to be able to pump it all out. And then you just capture it in this. So for me, I'm going to be adding this to milk to make my flat white. So you do have to pump it for a bit just to build up that pressure. You want it, there we go, it's just spat through, but I was going to say you want it to build up the pressure and then spit a little bit of the coffee out just to extrude it, wait 10 seconds and then keep extruding some more just to really get that caffeine hit that us bikers really like. Look at that crema, it's really good. It's just really nice to just be able to make a really good cup of coffee when you really shouldn't be able to. So this is a really cool machine. A big thank you to my wife who actually bought this for me for my birthday. So I just added the coffee into here. Pretty good shot. And the Norco milk we'll just add in there. And just to make it extra barista-like, I can froth the milk by shaking this. Look at that, flat white. It's just like I've gone to a cafe. Look at that, it's lovely. I'm at a dam in the outdoors, just having a really good coffee, so I think that makes up for the fact that it's not a barista, that word, coffee. But it's still pretty good nevertheless. It is a bit cold though, so I could always dip this back into the Jetboil and give it a bit more heat, or even heat the milk beforehand. Actually, that's what I'll do next time. I'll add this milk to the Jetboil, heat up the milk, and then use my milk frother to froth up the milk, and then pour that in. That'll be the way to go for next time. Well anyway, I think that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Just something different, just to get out and about. Taking the 450 MT on an adventure, just to have a coffee. So, you know, at the end of the day, I've got an adventure bike and I've had an adventure, so it's a tick in the box for me and a tick in the box for you for watching. So thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel. As usual, keep safe out there on the road, stay on two wheels and not on your head, and I'll see you all next time. Laters.